Let us pay homage to the Buddha, fully enlightened one. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Yesterday, we are talking about the first type of person. The first type of person is one who can awaken by simply listening to condensed instruction. Venerable Sariputta is an example of Ugaditanu person. He attained the state of Sotapanna after simply listening to a short stanza with only 4 lines. As I have recited the stanza, what he listened, what he heard from the Venerable Assaji. Yesterday, you all want to know the meaning of the stanza. So I will explain the meaning of the stanza. So Yidama hitu pabhava tisam hitu tathagato aha tisam sa yo nirodo evam vadi mahasanano. So the meaning is, whatever phenomena arise from cause. Buddha said the phenomena, the causes of the arising phenomena and their cessation. It means, Yidama means whatever phenomena. Hetu Bhava means those phenomena arise from causes. Tisam hetu, it means their cause. Tisinsa yo nirodo, their cessation. The Tathagata means the Buddha. Aha means Buddha said. The Buddha said. So we can say the Buddha or the Tathagata said, whatever phenomena arises from causes. The causes of arising phenomena and the cessation of them was said by the Buddha. The phenomena that arises, it is the first noble truth. The phenomena that arises, it is dukkha satya, the first noble truth. The causes means the second noble truth, the origin of suffering. The cause itself, after it arises, it perishes. The effect of the causes itself, after it arises, it perishes. In the same way, the effect, after it arises, it perishes too. Evam vadi mahasanano, the meaning is such is the teaching of the Tathagata. After hearing this stanza, Venerable Sariputta, all the phenomena, all the conditioned Dhamma, Sankhara Dhamma, after they arise and they perish. The Venerable Sariputta penetratively understood with his insight at the time. Venerable Sariputta penetratedly understood with his insight when he heard this stanza. We need to understand the reasons for such quick attainment by people who lived in the time of the Buddha. As I told all of you, nowadays people argue about it. Some even believe that it is not easy to practice. It is not necessary to practice. They fantasize that people today can also attain deep states of realization just by listening to a Dhamma talk. To defend their opinion, they point to the many incidents of that happening in the time of the Buddha. If then, why not now? In the commentaries we find the answer. It is explained there that those first followers of the Buddha could penetrate the Dhamma so quickly for the following reasons. In their many previous lives, they accumulated 4 causes. Who is Venerable Sariputta? The chief disciple of the Buddha. How long did he fulfill the Bharami?
One incalculable.
One incalculable eons and 100,000. One incalculable and 100,000 eons. So, along the way he was fulfilling his Bharami. He had accumulated the 4 causes, what I am going to explain. Mastery of the scriptures. They studied and became masters of the Dhamma scriptures. Second one is hearing, Savana. They listen attentively and respectfully to the Dhamma being explained over the course of many past lives. The third one is inquiry. They scrutinized and discussed the difficult passages and explanations in the text and commentaries. The fourth causes, prior effort. They engaged in the practice of samatha vipassana up to the knowledge of equanimity towards formations during the dispensations of the Buddhas. During the dispensations of the Buddhas, I use the plurals. During the dispensations of the Buddhas. 4 causes. Do you want Pali words? The first one is Pariyatti, mastery of scriptures. Second one is Savana, hearing or listening. The third one is Paripocha, inquiry or asking. The fourth cause, Ubha Yoga, prior efforts. So they had accumulated these 4 causes during the dispensations of many Buddhas. It was because of these 4 causes that people in those days were able to rapidly achieve profound states of attainment in one of their last lives. And because of these 4 causes, this result occurred: achievement, adhikama. It means the attainment of the Arahant path and fruition or any other path and fruition. What is the final result? How is it called? Adhikama, attainment or achievement of noblehood. We now know that those who had perfected paramis such as mastery of scriptures, Pariyatti, hearing, Savana, inquiry, Paripocha, and prior effort, Ubha Yoga, were able to attain path and fruition knowledge quickly, sometimes after only listening to a very short stanza. Among the paramis, prior effort, Upa Yoga was crucial. What is Upa Yoga, prior effort? Samatha and Vipassana, practicing of Samatha and Vipassana up to the knowledge of equanimity towards formation many lives. Because of their accumulated past practice of Samatha Vipassana meditation, up to the knowledge of equanimity towards the formations, these early disciples were already very close to path and fruition knowledge. When they went for alms, they practiced meditation. When they returned, they practiced meditation. Those early disciples had already made prior effort over the course of many past lives. So in their last life, merely listening to the Dhamma was sufficient for them to see Nibbana. As you all heard the explanation of the stanza, whatever phenomena arise from cause. So the Dhamma that arises, after it arises, it perishes. The cause itself, after it arises, it perishes. The effect, after it arises, it perishes too. At that time, Venerable Sariputta to be penetratively understood this Dhamma, because one incalculable and 100,000 eons he fulfilled the Bharami. Along the way, he had penetrated the arising and perishing of the Dhamma repeatedly, one after another, all the time. Do you know how to use computer? And do you know how to use the computer? Do you know? Do you know how to use computer? You don't know. Do you know? Yes. So for example, you can use computer and you don't use for 10 years. After 10 years, someone offer you the computer and you switch on the computer. Just put your hand on the keyboard. If you are really skillful before 10 years before, if you just put your hand on the keyboard, your fingers start working. Is it difficult at that time? No, what I mean is just how to type the computer. Okay? So that's why what I mean is something what we have learned before, okay? It helps later in this way. So because of their previous effort, previous practice, they are ready when after listening very short stanza to realize Nibbana. Do we now know that we are not the first type of person or one who can attain profound states of realization after merely listening to condensed instruction? Do you know? Now, which type of person do you want to be? Second type? Okay, suppose now you all want to be second type. Okay, now we will discuss about second type of person. The second type of person is one who needs detailed instructions. Do you remember the 5 ascetics who formerly looked after the Bodhisattva during the time he had resolutely committed 6 years to severe austerity practice? You now remember. When the Bodhisattva gave up that practice, they abandoned him. Before our Bodhisattva practice wrong method. At that time, they look after the Bodhisattva very well. And later, when the Bodhisattva knew that this is not the way to make an end of suffering, he gave up. At that time, all of life abandoned the Buddha, Bodhisattva. That's why now here we can consider like and dislike. Someone like, someone dislikes. The likeness of other people doesn't mean or don't mean it is true. The dislike of others don't mean we are wrong. What I mean is, not all the time, like someone like us, someone dislike us all the time. We cannot say it is true, it is untrue. Do you notice someone who is very famous? Or people like very much. People don't consider whether it is right or wrong. Someone who is not famous, people don't want to approach that person. That's why to decide what is true, what is not true, what is right, what is wrong, doesn't depend on people's appreciation or people acceptance. In our life, important idea is to choose the right track. If we know that we are walking on the right track, we must bravely continue that track. If we just think about the acceptance of the people and the praise of the others, what will we be? We will be only the slave of the environment. If we think much about the acceptance of the people and environment, we dare not do what we should do. Now our Bodhisattva, before he was accepted by the 5 ascetics, and they take care very well. When the Bodhisattva gave up that practice, they abandoned him. But our Bodhisattva doesn't care about it. He continued his road. Because of continuing his right track, finally he became a Buddha. When the Bodhisattva became a fully enlightened Buddha, he sought out those 5 ascetics in order to give them a talk. This talk was the first talk given by the Buddha. Do you remember the name of that talk?
Yeah.
What is the name of the talk? Dhamma Re-Rolling Sutta, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. So in this sutta, the Buddha gave detailed instructions. While listening to it, one among the 5 ascetics immediately attained